Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 60, Day 4. So today we're mainly going to be doing two things. First, we have the new faction, so we're going to be going even deeper in there. We're around level 300, so we're probably going to aim for about 350 or so, somewhere around there. But we're definitely going to be getting deeper than we are now and then finishing out tomorrow on tomorrow's morning stream and try to get level 500 and all that good stuff. Other than that though, the other thing we have is, of course, Green Guild War Day. And with that, we are running it with Essence of Evil. This is the first Guild War Day where we have had the chance to actually use Essence of Evil. We're using it pretty much in the same team we've been using it in, just in, Essence of Evil up front with Titan. Keep it nice and safe. Essence of Evil for Gigantic Disable. It's the only Guild War Day that it could be used, so figured we mess around and see what it could do. We're also going to see how the Defend works, I believe, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, because I have it set up for Blue Guild War Day. So we'll see how that pans out. As far as my current defend teams, that one's fine. It always has been. This one's fine, even though it went 0-1. Normally it would win. It's kind of hard to have a lot of data when you only get one battle. This one should be fine. It's just standard rope dart. This one we need to fix. This one should be fine, and this one should be fine. So really, this one should be, I believe, the only one we really need to modify then. And we should be good to go. And there's plenty of good stuff that we could end up putting on there. So we definitely don't have a lack of options. Need to figure out if we do it on Green Day or not, or switch them up slightly. Because that one doesn't have to be on Yellow Day. Its Denial is actually on Blue. However, we would need to use this for Blue just because of Undyne. Can't really combine those two together. Anyways, let's go and do our Essence of Evil and see how that pans out. So obviously, we're immediately going to want to go for Essence of Evil, disable his most annoying thing like Yagway or Queen of Tanya, and then basically go from there is the game plan here. Yeah, hello, Captain. Hello, Ian. Hello, Churros. Hello, Overfiend. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So, right off the bat, we'll go and get our explosion down. Hopefully, that'll be the greens we need. No, it is not. He does his tape on before we can do our tape on. I do not want to give him that skull there. I think I just take the skull, actually. We'll do that. He takes my green. I have to just take another skull for the exact same reason. Or we can finally go for our green. He gets some red out of it, but we can't just disable him immediately, so it should be fine. You know what? Never mind. We also have that. We can just do that. Get all of our mana, World Breaker, and be good to go. So we'll throw that down, get our AoE. Now we can go through Essence of Evil, get all of our mana, and go from there. So he should just die naturally to the next skull then. We'll go get rid of Yagway because he's about to reach full mana. And should pretty much be a match. They'll feed right back into our weapon. We can then disable Queen of Tanya. And ever so slowly, we shall chip down everything. They always do that, and then Word Breaker into another essence, and that's pretty much a match. I'll go explode all the greens with this, unless we have alignment, in which case we'll do that before he gets to. Ideally, that would have been full mana, but we can do that, and he should be dead. There we go. So that's what Essence of Evil looks like with this. Wow, that is strong in Guild Wars. It's strong in general, but I think could probably solo the entire battle on some of these. So, like, right here, all we have to do is cast it on Dragon's Eye, boom, we won. As long as he doesn't have Stealthy, and he's currently using Titan, which in this case is actually a bad thing. If he was using Stealthy, we'd have no way of actually countering it directly with this particular team. We'd have to keep chipping it with Word Breaker. But he doesn't have Stealthy, so we can hit that. Also, that reminds me, no hero class currently has that combination. That would actually be ridiculously strong if they do. The tree that has Submerge on it, while also having the tree that has Stealthy on it. Currently, no hero class has that combination. Though in the future, we might finally have one. That'd be really, really strong, because not only would you not be able to single target it, you also can't hit it with AoE. So it'd be immune to most types of damage. It'd still be hittable, but a lot less hittable than normal. So even though he has full mana, the bigger target here is actually disabling out his Dragon's Eye. Because if we're going to lose to anything, that's pretty much the thing we're losing to. Ooh. And again, I kind of want his Corvash disabled as well. Who knows? Maybe we should have actually disabled him. But oh well, it should be fine. Especially with that extra turn there. We don't have another immediate disable, so we're just going to have to hope this one gets lucky. Nope, not quite. There goes all of our mana. No! I need that mana. Okay, I guess we go into the World Breaker route at this point then. Not going to directly give him skulls. He's going to get so much brown. The only real big issue with this team is we don't actually directly use brown. Which seems a little bit weird with Titan, but of course you don't necessarily always have to be getting mana when you're taking your browns. When you're getting it for armor. Sometimes you just passively get it, like right there. Okay, so we'll throw that in there, get our word breaker going, and we should be good to go from there. Let's Essence of Evil his hero again, just to make sure it doesn't do anything weird. And hopefully I'll actually stay Essence of Eviled. It actually got out pretty quick, given that it also has Curse on it. Which basically doubles the amount of time that thing stays on. Supposedly. Didn't quite do it that time for us, unfortunately. We'll go Essence of Evil that, and that should be pretty much matched. He can't do anything, we just word breaker dead. Do that out, and any poke whatsoever will kill. So much so we can just kill it with Leprechaun. There we go. Yeah, this seems like it's on track for 9,500. Seems like it's doing pretty decent. Keep going, 3 more to go. I don't even know what the biggest threat on that team is. Looks like probably the hero class. Hero or Glaceon. I might just do it on Glaceon just so we get damage on it a bit quicker. Yep, yeah, it's Glaceon. Now it's not. Well, it was Glaceon. Actually, you know what? It might still be Glaceon. No, it's not. That's actually really bad. What do we do about this? What color are you? Blue? You know what? I'm just going to immediately cast this without taking anything. We're going to do this on you. Do it on blue. And now we have barrier on hero. Come on, hero. You got this. Keep barriering. Should be okay, kind of. Possibly. I'm gonna... Oh, no! That's not an extra turn. I could take yellow, extra turn yellow into extra turn skull there. However, that's not going to be enough for us to live. Also, do we not have Enrage? I think I have Explosion right now. Oh, no. Enrage would actually be better in this particular situation right now. Especially if it accidentally explodes it away. Oh, no. Did we go for that? I believe that ends our turn, but it does allow us to Essence of Evil away Glaceon, which is probably the way to go. We lose our turn there. He just hits on a barrier, which is fine. We then completely disable his Glaceon. Yeah, we go for Glaceon, right? Yeah, why not? We'll do Glaceon there. Disable that. We actually turned off it. Oh, if I would have known that, I would have went for the other one. Oh, well. We'll go and just take World Breaker for now. Hopefully he stays entangled. We don't have to take any damage. Okay, we did gain barrier, though. It should be fine now. Those browns we'll keep for now. We'll just explode that one. Nice. Cascade into the extra turn browns. We then can get all of our reds off of this if we had alignment, which we don't seem to have, so we'll just throw Leprechaun. Go poke us for zeros, so we still keep our barrier. Even if we didn't, we have that right there. Still no Tapon alignment, so we'll just move that for now. We can take our reds into full mana there, and that should be fine into double Word Breaker. Word Breaker number 1, and then Word Breaker number 2. And I think we can get Tapon in there. Or not. I guess we just Glaceon then, just so it doesn't block our mana as much. Take that blue for an explosion. You know what? I actually will go to that. And then we throw this, and that should be matched. We can just throw Essence down, and that is basically dead. Or Skull, that works too. There we go. Oh, so hello, Pickle Rick. Hello, Dennis. You ran the same team, except instead of Tapon, you used Sylvania Mora. Yeah, that would be more disable, so we wouldn't have to keep wasting our ability on some of the higher ones. I'm mainly using Tapon to rush up Ward Breaker, of course. Actually, I should probably have Ward Breaker 1 higher than Tapon, so so Tapon doesn't block its green. Because there's a lot of situations where this thing can't actually mana generate, and the poison it does is pretty much pointless. Very rarely would we need that in play at all. Okay, do I disable him, or do I go for the weapon? What is he even using? Mountain Crusher? We'll do it on you for now. We'll do that. Unfortunately, that doesn't have a mana drain attached to it. But, now that we got that one down, go do it on Hero. And, super overkill it. And now he's Word Breaker into, pretty much win. Should have a Tapon, and we do. You just do that right into full mana. We just Essence at this point and then kill it off of Word Breaker. Or something pretty close to that. Worst comes to worst, we can just Skull Poke it. How much damage is this? It's enough. I'm going to do it with this because we get 2 times damage on the skulls killed too. I wanted to do it that way just because we gain more mana generation, which gives us slightly higher points. And there we go. Continue. And the final battle. And yeah, it looks like we have, depends how well we do on this final battle. That should be about a 9,300, 9,400 or so. Also, hello, Kevin. Hello, CJ. Let's see. Hello, Dekrail. Essence plus Archer, Diviner, a newish elf legend with 50% to elves, and Arachnean Weaver. That could work. You just spam Essence of Evil down, get that into a gigantic Weaver. Ideally, get magic buff off of Divinia and, Divine Ishbala. I'll get it right eventually. Wait, I was right the first time, right? Divinia. No, Diviner. There's too many things with the word divine in it. But yeah, Diviner has a 1 in 3 magic buff chance on it. It's actually a pretty substantial one as well. It's not even that small. One of the bigger ones in the game. It's random chance though. I will take that, just get more mana, throw Essence down onto apparently Wild Queen, because we don't really have a choice here. Yeah, what's it called? Essence of Evil just made Green Guild Wars so much easier than it already was. But then again, it wasn't really like excessively easy before, but you know, now it is. Now it definitely is. Okay, do we tape on here? It's 3 different instances of red. No guarantee extra turn though, but I think it is still worth it. So we'll do that. So it gives him a little bit. Oh, wait. Oh, no. He didn't get full mana out of that. Okay, well, now he has full mana. A little late there. What do we do about that? We'll take that down. No! That prevented us from getting those greens. Fail. Okay, I guess we Ward Breaker here. And then hopefully extra turn into Essence. Nope, not quite. Okay, next game plan. You have immune to silence, which is unfortunate. You have immune to like everything, so you're gonna get almost nothing if we try hitting you with that. Let's see. This will definitely full mana us. We have that going for it. Let's go and throw this onto, I guess, Hero for now. We'll not get silence, but we'll get everything else on it, or most everything else. Then we just go Ward Breaker and should be able to kill it just off of whatever Skull Cascades here, or he'll do the exact inverse. Let's see. No tape on. We do have this. Will that be enough damage? Let's see. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How am I counting it? I'm counting it so weirdly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It'll do 26 damage. It'll die to burn and other stuff. Okay, it'll die. So we'll do this. It'll die to burn or fire or bleed or any other number of things that are there. The main thing that made that do so much damage was the fact it was Hunter's Marks. All the scrolls on the board did twice the amount, which is why I counted it as double. Do we bother cursing him or doing this on him? He is impervious, so he's going to gain almost no negatives, so we'll just take this into his skull, I guess. I don't know, maybe we go through Essence, actually. It's not going to silence him, though, is the biggest issue here. Yeah, we'll just bleed and curse him. Doesn't really do much to him. Okay. Oh, yeah, duh, I forgot. It also has that 2 mana drain to first slot, which, since he's the only thing left, is first slot. And it was kill it out with that, and there we go. Or it's not even mana drain, it's mana steal. He takes it from the enemy and gives it to itself. There we go. A little bit of a weird last battle, but it is almost 9,500. Yeah, looks like along the lines of what we'll be using for our new Green Guild War. I might end up switching up the team slightly. As it currently stands, it seems to be the way to go. Is just spam Essence of Evil into a bigger mythic, and that is all you need to do for Green Guild Wars these days. Is basically solo everything with the Essence of Evil, so that's pretty cool. I wonder when people will start using Stealthy. Actually, with that being said, what's my current defend team? That's not what I wanted. Let's see, what's our current defend for today? Oh, we don't even really have a designated one. Okay, when I revamp this one, we need to make sure our hero is using a Stealthy hero class. You know what? Can't we get away with Skeleton Key Team? We can get away with some kind of variant of Skeleton Key Team if we want. We're not using all the other components. But, yeah, we'll put something with Stealthy there. Probably Thief hero class, if we do end up going for it. Maybe not specifically a key thief team, but definitely a thief team. Something with Stealthy. We'll figure it out later. But, yeah, since so many Essence of Evils are going to be around, I guess we finally do that. Because that or stuff with Impervious, because Essence of Evil doesn't work as well, at least on the first cast against a 3rd or 4th slot Impervious troop. Anyways, let's go to dungeons real quick before I forget. And from there, we'll go and go deeper in delves. Where is the key team? I really need to reorganize these teams. Every single time, the teams just keep moving further and further away as far as where they're located. So, hello, William. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Humberto. Welcome. Oops, I was casting that as if it was Leprechaun. Ha, that is not a Leprechaun. I have it close. Also, let me move up my setup. I do have controllers set up. And I'm not even using it right now. See. There we go. Okay, where were we? Take a skull for now. Grab a red. And from there, we'll stick a brown into key. And then we'll stick green surge into egg into, which could be another key. Final key. And he's dead. There we go. I got the other two, and then we'll head back to the faction event. Still got a little bit to go in the faction event. Have another 20 rooms, and then after those 20 rooms, we have to figure out how to do pure faction, which shouldn't take too long, really. It might take a few attempts, but I don't think it's going to take beyond more than like 3 or so. We'll probably get it our first try, if not our first or second try. Just because we have way more stats and effects and everything than we normally would. So it shouldn't be as challenging as it was in the past. One more, and then we'll go and get back to delves. Currently, we're using a weird Iron Gut into Zugov team. I say weird, yet it's probably like one of the strongest, if not the strongest, high-level faction team you can even use in the entire game. It's Mountain Crusher, High King Iron Gut, Zugov, and Possess King. It's pretty much everything you would ever want from a faction team. Has multiple different instant kills, has transform, has a lot of mana generation, has infinite barrier, and it just has pretty much everything because of that. The only thing it's really missing is a proper mana drain, and it also has no entangle. But barrier basically makes up for the fact that it has no entangle. However, it doesn't really have anything to deal with mana drain, unfortunately. That's like one of the only few core mechanics for high-level delving that's really missing. Everything else it has. Anyways, let's go do it. Currently at floor 300. Or level 300, whatever you want to look at. I keep calling them floors because of Tower of Doom. So of course, this isn't Tower of Doom, but just out of habit. We'll take the blue over for now. Obviously, our stats are absurdly high. So high that they're actually higher than the enemy right now. And that's from a combination of 5 potions, which is giving us 35 to all stats, as well as... Oops, why did I do that instead of taking the yellow? And it's also because of... what's it called? Because of the level 222 Horde level that we have on it. We did it upgrading it further than we normally would, of course. Also have to be careful not to accidentally try devouring something with Bless. Bless does have immune to Devour. And we could just use Zugov to bypass that, of course. Hello, Steve! Welcome! Yeah, tomorrow our main goal is delve until we get level 500 faction. Pretty much the main goal of tomorrow. Go get that down. Should be able to get it done in the morning, though. We don't have that much more to go. Especially since we're starting to get used to this team and how to use it. Okay, so throw that down. What is even the most annoying thing to kill? I guess the mana drain, just so we don't have to deal with that option anymore. Take a brown over, take that skull. And it was Devour into a skull, and that is match, and he's dead. Okay, let's see. We have this one, 1.4, 1.15, a 1.25, 1.2, 1.2, and 1.25. So we take that. Take it in twos. Okay. So we take these middle two, then the right two, then the left two. Nothing will gain immediate full mana, so we'll stick blue right there. Next turn we'll do nothing because there's nothing. Oh, there we go. We actually got Mountain Crusher out off of that. We'll throw that down. That gives us a Devour option. Who's even the most annoying thing here? I guess Nimue. Because of the double silence and the skull spam potential. It's probably going to miss, but if it doesn't, that'd be annoying. So do that down, get a Zugov there, and that should be matched. Throw that down. Throw that down. It doesn't matter what their stats are. They could have 1,000 all stats, and that would almost pan out the exact same way. Hey, we gained level 96. Yeah, we still haven't maxed out this hero class, by the way. We're currently using, of course, Plague Lord. Still need to try getting Plague Lord and Sentinel maxed. Plague Lord I'm doing first just because it seems more useful, because of its half mana start and everything. The only thing we're missing is, of course, the final trait for all of its immunities. Though Delves are a location that it's pretty important to have that, though it hasn't really actually killed us yet, so... it almost has a couple times, but it hasn't actually been a cause of a death yet. Us not having immune to death mark. Which is kind of surprising because this kingdom, or this faction, I mean, has quite a decent amount of death mark. But we haven't actually died to it yet. I guess that also has to do with the fact we still have barrier spam. Barrier does protect against an instance of death mark, but even that we haven't had to do yet. I'm actually going to kill that because of 25% skull reflect. Actually, I guess that didn't matter. He was already stunned, but he didn't have 25% skull reflect anymore. So, whoops, never mind. It's not too big a deal though. Let's grab that, grab that. He'll hit on barrier. I don't even think our hero's been touched this battle. I do have to be careful though because they can kill it out in a few skulls if we're not paying attention. But I don't even think he touched us. There we go. So we take this one and take the top one, right? Yeah, this is a 1.2. Should be. Or 1.25, I mean. Oh yeah, they're both 1.25. Which one's the better treasure room then? I guess we'll take this one, then take the bottom one. To get a slightly better loot on the other one. Not like it makes much of a difference, but optimize those few little loots. Okay, brown would be optimal here. It is not available, so let's take a green. We'll do a thing. We'll waste our turn because there's nothing we really need at this moment. I guess we'll take that skull just so he doesn't do anything weird. But then again, never mind. We'll take a blue for now. He'll skull. We'll throw a mountain. We'll take that red first, though. He is stunned, so we can't definitely... At least not yet. We actually kill him to do a barrier. Kill that first slot out so we don't have to deal with that anymore. And there we go. Now with that's out, we just go devour that, and the skull will kill it. 126 damage. Feels so weird having over 100 damage on skull. Just as our natural damage. Okay, then we take this one, then we take the bottom, then we take top. You like using Seeker of the Crypt with 3 times Brian the Lucky? Oh yeah, 3 times Brian the Lucky teams used to be amazingly fun. There's still some things that you could do with it, though these days you normally use Humility with it. Just because Humility has a better loop to get all those stat gains. Yeah, triple Brian the Lucky into anything that has a really good magic buff is pretty funny. It's obviously not a realistic team, but it's fun to mess around with. I did that back when infinite stats used to exist. Unfortunately, they ended up adding a 1,000 stat cap eventually, which was disappointing. Because right now, as you'll see with Iron Gut many times in these battles, all stats do cap at 1,000, whereas they used to go infinitely. Okay, we'll get that down. And let's kill that out with a bunch of skulls, or just with Iron Gut, I guess. There we go. Okay, I'll take this bottom one, take the top one, and be good to go then from there. And on to the next room. No, you ruined my extra turn. At least he gave us a bunch of mana, so I guess it doesn't matter. We'll kill out that so it doesn't randomly death mark us. Or any other knowing stats effects. Go throw a mountain down. Get Devour onto his... I'll do it on Poison Master. Just get rid of that. Try for a Sky Red or something. Didn't get it. Let's go with a mountain. Get out rolling. And then we just do this into Skull Spam for the kill. And he's dead. Okay, take this top one, take the middle, and we're good to go on the next. Oh no, the annoying Spirit Fox team. Oh, there goes all of our yellows and some of our initial mana. Not much we can do about it though. Let's take that. Oh, there we go. Nice. Hopefully this lands into an extra turn. Yes, good. Okay, I have no way of directly killing it though. So we'll do that. Take over Browns there. Don't you dare, Agile. Stop it. What are you doing? Okay, we'll just hit Spirit Fox now that they all have Stealthy. And yeah, that's pretty much a match. Hopefully we Sky Skull. Oh, I should have taken that purple first. Oh well. We'll devour the other one. No, don't do that. Now I gotta waste my turn to take a skull. I could have won if he didn't take that, because we could have devoured extra turned into skull. But because it hit us with a skull, it stunned itself, which made it lose its stealthy, which made it so if we targeted, we would have to have hit it. That's not that big a deal. Only wasted like 2 seconds. Okay, grab that Mountain Crusher immediately. Not that much explosion, but still enough to get things rolling. Take it again and hopefully have a better board. Devour away his last one so he stops blessing himself. Fortunately, there's no room to put the spell on this team either. The spell would get rid of those blesses. Curse would as well. The spell would be the better option since it gets rid of it off of everything at once. There's just no room on this team for the spell unless you put it on hero. But there's no good hero class that would fit there that does everything that things like Titan does. Okay, we'll instant kill that one since it does hit through that on Bless. I'm actually really surprised they didn't give instant kill immunity on Bless. Guess they were too scared to make it too powerful, but it just seems weird that they added Devour and stuff, but not instant kill. Like, they even added Transform immune, but they didn't end up adding instant kill. Yeah, there we go. Grab all that. Got new mail because we ended up getting higher in there. How's leaderboard looking? We're top 22. Still got a ways to go, though. Till we get all the way to max. Wow, that guy just went overboard with how many he bought. How many potions did he go for? He had to have spent like 4,000 or 5,000. That's a lot of potions. Like, ridiculously high amount. Like, we're going to be placing around, like, right over there by the time we finish all of our battles. Maybe even more towards over here. Not even sure. But ideally, top 6 is what we're aiming for, I guess, at this point. But wow, he went overboard. Just a little bit. He's like 4 times higher than second place. What do you think of this week's flash offer? This week's flash offer, isn't it $10 for 450 gems and the... I never did go over it yet, did I? I don't even think I did that on the morning video. It's average. It's nothing too special. 1 sacred treasure isn't really that much. And the only other reward it's giving is some chaos shards, which they always overvalue in everything. If you desperately need the gems, I guess it's okay. But if you're doing it for the other byproducts, no. They'll probably have a flash offer in another week or a few weeks that's going to be better than it. It's still good for the gems itself. Like, all these flash offers they keep doing, just the gem aspect itself is technically somewhat worth it. Because they've been actually doing it at about the range of daily gems. Or the $5 pack thingy. And it normally comes with, like, 1 extra reward on top of it. It's actually so funny because the offers that they've been doing have actually devalued the daily gems to the point that it's almost not even worth buying the daily gem things anymore. That $5 pack that used to be considered pretty good value, because every single flash offer is basically daily gems, but better value. Because this is 2 daily gem packs, except it's immediate. Like, a daily gem gives you 15 gems over the course of 15 days for a total of 225 for $5. So that's the same thing for basically an entire month, except it's all instant. And on top of that, it gives you 1 free sacred treasure and 100 shards. But no, this is pretty lackluster. Of course, the gem value is worth it, but the excess rewards that they give, or, you know, the little extra on top, is pretty pitiful. Sacred treasure isn't really going to help you too much in upgrading a single faction. And 100 shards is near equivalent of 0 shards. That was like 1,000 shards, or maybe a few sacred treasure, I would say, yeah. But, I don't know, I'd probably skip on this one. They'll probably have a flash offer in like a week or 2 that's going to be better value than it. Because a lot of them have been pretty high value lately. And I highly doubt they're going to be going downwards in value, because they're probably making decent money off those flash offers. What do we take? Let's go grab a Mountain Crusher there. Get Devour somewheres. He's even the biggest threat here. I guess Cockatrice due to mana drain. Technically his first slot as well, but has immune to Devour. We have to use Zugaf for it. We'll get a Mountain Crusher down again. We can then throw Zugaf into it and just kill that out and go from there. So we'll kill that up. Boom, dead. Hopefully get some skulls in there. Good. Take all of our explosions from there. Throw Devour onto his last slot there. And then we simply take Browns into another explosion, and that'll be a match. And then we just go and throw Devour at it. What do you think of this week's... Oh, never mind, I already answered that. Let's see. Essence of Evil with Turtle Cannon, Scorpius, +1 is ridiculously easy to do. Yeah, Essence of Evil does allow Scorpius to secure his kills. That's a pretty big commitment just to make Scorpius work, though. If you are going down that route. However, the hero class of, if you're using it on something like Plague Lord, does have additional poisons. So I guess you'd have the poison aspect and the essence override if you needed it for various stats effects. But no, the biggest issue of trying to use Scorpius, and I normally wouldn't advise it unless that was one of your only few options. The biggest issue is just, there's just so many things that have immune to poison. Especially with this delve, given that it's so undead based. But even if we just check this normal battle, this has immune to poison, this has immune to poison, this has immune to poison. And this actually his entire team right now has immune to poison one way or another. Every single thing on his team, and that happens way more than it should. There's also a perk that happens that makes them completely immune to poison as well. Everything for the rest of the delve. I believe it's that one that gives undying to everything. Basically, that standard undead trait, which gives them immune to poison, disease, and death mark. But yeah, it's not really advised using Scorpius for delves. It's technically possible, but you'd have to scout out the delve extensively beforehand to make sure there's nothing that's going to trip up the team. And there's a lot of delve layouts that just make it kind of pointless. Even with Essence of Evil, it's just going to make it way longer than it needs to be. Yeah, if it's your only mythic or if you only have a few mythics, you can get away with it if you had to, though. Just using Essence of Evil with it. Or pretty much exactly what you mentioned. Just using Essence of Evil and Mana Generator, Scorpius, and one other thing. And use it with something like Plague Lord, so you have extra poisons. Move that over. Wait, Plague Lord does have poison on it. I'm pretty sure he does. Actually, forget if he does, because it's normally a pretty trivial aspect of it. But I believe it gains poison every, off its level 70 trait. I think it's poison every purple it takes or something. I forget exactly what it needs to take, but I believe it does gain poison every something. Obviously, it has plenty of disease, but also has poison. That's an option. Something you wouldn't normally use, but if you were using Scorpius, you would. Okay, what do we even throw this on? I guess we do that on his Devour. We throw this onto his Revive, since he's just going to revive anyways, so we get that freeze on him. We'll take a Brown there, and then just Mountain Crusher into whatever our follow-up is. And then we just go Devour into Mountain Crusher again. And do that one more time. And then we just Devour into the last little bit of mana we need there. We'll take that down. And yeah, let's throw that into the final one. And that's match. Oh, we could also just take a plain skull, would also killed. Also, hello, Original. Welcome. What path did we take here? I think it was the bottom. Yeah, 1.3, 1.2, 1.15, and 1.15. Okay. So we'll take top, we'll take bottom, top, top left, bottom left, and that'll be our path. Okay, we'll take that. Get our explosion going. Load pretty much everything. Go and try getting a Devour down here on, what even is the bigger threat? Doesn't it have Dispel on it? No. A weird ability, does almost nothing. Not sure why they added one of those old evasion troops on it. Oh, wait, hold up. I gotta be careful with that. We actually got somewhat lucky. Oh no! They added a Zugoff counter. Of course, the AI has no clue how to target it. But this troop does do extra damage to bosses at 5 times multiplier with that ridiculously high amount of damage. And while this would normally be 100% pointless, Zugoff is the only player-owned troop that counts as a boss. So that would have pretty much killed our Zugoff if it actually would have killed it. Actually, I think it would have survived barely. But it would have done like 300-something damage. I have completely forgot about that. You have to be careful on that battle. If he doesn't currently have barrier, which he normally does. But if he doesn't currently have barrier, that will almost one-shot him, if not one-shot him. Depending on the level of the delve at the time. He's a tier 4 room, so it does have pretty high stats normally. That almost never comes into play, but it's going to happen eventually. We're going to get clipped by it if we keep using Zugoff. Hopefully they add more bosses in the future that our player owns and other stuff like that. Zugoff, of course, is the only one currently. A little bit annoying that he doesn't count as any other typing. But I guess they were afraid to give it like a half mana start or something on accident. Like if they made it Daemon, but then added some kind of Daemon bonus in the future, that would make him completely broken. How low should we keep Silver Necrophist for farming? Depends how low you want it. Level 20 would, of course, be ideal. That would be the easiest one to farm. Keep in mind that whatever level you keep it at, you get the exact same loot. But level 20 would be the most optimal just because it's the quickest. Level 90, 100, or 110 would be the next most optimal because that would allow you to do the Tuesday events that keep coming around while still having its decently quick speed. And that's pretty much it. Somewhere around either keep it at level 20 or farm it around the 90, 100, 110 area. Ideally, I would say keep it at level 20. But that does make it, do keep in mind, if you do keep it at level 20, that does mean every Tuesday Silver Necrophist event that ever pops around, you will not be able to do. So do be wary of that. That's one of the reasons why people tend to keep it at like 100. It's why I have Warrens at 110 right now. It allows us to do the Tuesday events for Warrens while still farming Warrens daily for its loot. It does mean it takes us more time to farm Warrens for its loot each day. However, it allows us to do those Tuesday events when it rolls around. I'll kill that out immediately. Yeah, I think every single new delve I might start doing this too. Or maybe not every single one. But it definitely makes doing pure faction a lot easier, that's for sure. Which we have on almost no kingdoms right now. I don't know, maybe we'll wait. Maybe this will be the only one we do it for now. Because we do already know they're adding another fix to make pure faction easier. Potions is not the fix for it. While it does allow us to do it, it is not the fix that they intended for to actually make it viable. Though for now it acts as a gigantic gem sink because you need to do like 2,000 or 3,000 gems in order to get the number of stats you need off it to actually be able to do pure faction. Okay, we'll throw that down. Throw that into, I guess, 1 to 2 cockatrices. Kill out the other cockatrice. You know what? I'll do it that way. Get our explosion down. Luckily, he's frozen off of Zugoff. Devour away the cockatrice, and then we just mount a cursor into whoever gets mana first. And at this point, it looks like almost a dead tie. But you know, actually, what's his name has higher. Iron Gut. Well, technically it was a lower amount of mana, but you know, higher percent of his total amount of mana that he needs. So I keep forgetting, if there's only one enemy left, or if you're targeting the first enemy, you can't just keep spamming controller's A button. Because it'll automatically hit whatever the first troop is in their team. And if there's only one troop left, well, it's going to hit that. If we want to target first spot specifically, it'll just target that. And keep spamming A on controller. Like right here, if I do it, it'll devour his first slot. However, I don't want the first slot devoured, we'll do that. So I don't mind if Zugoff hits it, so we'll spam A on him. And that should hit the first slot then. So that'll hit first. And there we go. Probably using that more often. It only saves like a second, but heads up. Maybe not even a second. But if we start doing that every single time when we need to, it'll save at least a minute every hour. Okay, claim all that. Another mail for our progress that we made. Rewards, we've already claimed all of them ages ago, though. Got the new title, got the new everything. Actually, we're not missing anything from the new thingy, I don't believe. We now own every single thing again. We own all the emojis, we own all the portraits, and we own all the titles. So let's go say hi to Global Chat and tell them that we're streaming, because we'll have a code soon. Hello, everyone. I am streaming Silver. Let's see if I can actually spell it correctly. Silver Necropolis faction. With a bunch of potions. Potion, if I can spell correctly, on YouTube at Tacet the Terror, if anyone is interested. And we'll throw some of the little thingies down. Here, have all the bones. Have all the bones! Why not? Let's see. There we go. Actually, we're using literally everything related to the new thing. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not using the title yet. Undead and loving it. There we go. Now we have all of them. Let's go spam a few of the other channels real quick. And we'll have a code soon as well. Let's see. We'll go to that one. I wonder if we'll still see some of our messages from earlier this morning. I posted 2 messages this morning. One for the stream and one for the video. Let me start doing that more often again. Haven't been for the longest time, but I definitely will be from now on, because why not? Let's see. Yeah, you can still see the one from the video earlier, or from the stream earlier. Where's the one from the video, though? That's probably the one from the video. Oh, no, that's not from the previous stream. I'm not sure. Anyways, there we go. Put that in there. You can even see the changing icon, which is always funny. Anyways, let's say hi to Global Chat 1 again. And, lurks. I am always lurking. Let's see. You should stream yourself watching LD stream. Wait, who's LD? Hold up, who's LD? Now I'm confused. Streamception. Well, that's what hosting is normally for on other platforms. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't actually have the ability to host streams, if I'm not mistaken. That is one thing missing from their platform. I'll say hello to everyone again. But let's get back to doing the battles. Anyways. Let's go back to the faction stuff. We'll have a code probably at the end of this stove. Yeah, let's do it at the end of this stove. We'll hand out a code there. Let's keep moving. Let's take this one for now. Still using this. Hello, Medieval. Welcome. Grab all that down. Get our explosion going. Devour away his... Actually, why am I targeting? Should just be spam A, click. Goes quicker. Save those seconds. Every second matters. Let's see. Take that. I always find it funny that in games I try to do everything as efficiently as possible. Yet if I just go about my normal life, it's not even remotely as close to as efficient. Like with gaming, I'm almost to the point of like being paranoid with efficiency sometimes. Not always. Sometimes I like chilling with it, but other times I do like optimizing it just because it's fun. Yet, I must never do that with life stuff, oddly enough. Okay, we'll take that over. Grab our explosion there. Get that killed. Skull spam. Skull spam is actually not going to even bother killing it, so should probably stop unless we can randomly get a skull right here. And we didn't, so it's not worth it. Let's take a brown there. Throw Devour immediately on first. And should be able to kill him with 1 and 2. Let's take that down for now. Mountain Crusher going. Oh, skull spam. That's not nice. Will he actually land it? He did. He did. No, 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 no. Okay, good. If he would have kept going with that, that could have been really bad, actually. I'm going to do a weird move. I'm just going to take a brown for now, actually, and just Devour, kill him. There we go. Will it be possible to reach level 240 or more on what? You're using Titan, Mountain Crusher, Gargoyle, Divine Ishbala, and Infernus, Horde level 102. Yeah, you can reach all the way to 500 with Mang into that similar team. You would throw Mang, Cockatrice, Mang, Cockatrice, Keeper of Souls, Salvini Mora, if you own it. And if you don't own Keeper of Souls, you could replace it with Skeleton, or any brown Skull Spammer other than Bone Dragon. And, oh, whoops, that has immune to Devour. And the other is, wait, trying to figure out where I was in the team right there. Oh yeah, and the replacement for Salvini Mora is just a mana generator, or any disable. Hello, Pitpap, welcome. Yeah, if you ever are struggling with any delves, the way to go about it is normally run Mang. Run Mang and a Skull Spam with disables is pretty much always the answer if you're struggling with delves. Every single delve can run that team, or similar teams to that team. Okay, let's take this one, I guess. 1.3 multiplier. Let me just double check these. 1.25, 1.2, 1.15. Stop putting a 1.15 there. Come on, that 1.2 is higher than that. So I guess we do that. Make like a little star shape there. Actually, that is a star shape. That's kind of funny. That is exactly a star shape. Alright, we'll move that over. Grab a Mountain Crusher down. Get a, who's most threatening? No, that's a, I always do that. I target based on most threatening. And sometimes the most threatening has immune to Devour, and I forget that that troop has immune to Devour. Fail. That's most threatening. Let's get that out of the way. Next most threatening Skeleton, but it's in first slot, so it doesn't matter, so we'll kill that one. That's the next most threatening. And now he's Devour, kill, and then do anything to kill the other. Probably Zugoff. Or Iron Gut, that works too. There we go. We're about to gain another level. Probably on our hero class and Plague Lord about the same time. Actually, then again, we'll probably reach Plague Lord level 98 Yeah, look, it makes a star. We have to go there. So we go boom, 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 boom. The star shape. Yeah, we'll go right over here. Then we take top left. Then we take top right. And then we go bottom left. Okay, we'll take that. Good replacement for the third slot. Rock Troll. You go Mountain Crusher. It does require Titan if you're going to be using it without Zugoff, though. But it's Mountain Crusher as Titan, followed by Rock Troll, which will gain half mana off of Titan, and pretty much full mana based on the potions and Titan in combination. Then High King Iron Gut in third slot, and then Possessed King in fourth. But yeah, this team does not require Zugoff. I'm just using Zugoff because it's better with Zugoff. But it is not required to run Zugoff with this team. You can still make it work. It's just a little bit better against things that have a lot of immune to devour when you have a Zugoff in it. Of course, you could just use Possessed King for that. And if you don't have Possessed King, you could run Dragon's Eye, Rock Troll, Iron Gut, and Sylvania Mora. Unfortunately, there is no replacement for Iron Gut in this team. The only thing in this entire team that cannot be replaced. We take this top left, take top right, and then bottom left. Yeah, High King Iron Gut's pretty good to craft. He's still not required for a 10-star kingdom, but he will be in the near future. Oh, don't drain that. Oh, wait. Ha! You can't drain it. That's what you get. We start with Bless. And one nice thing about Bless is it does have immune to mana drain attached to it. It's something I keep forgetting as far as everything that it does. But immune to mana drain is one of the few things it does do. So there we go. Nice. I'm actually going to do this on this last... Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. Stealthy. Why you gotta be like that? Okay, and then instead. Okay, then we take top right, yeah, we take this, and then we take bottom left. Yep. Do that, take this one, take the other one, and then we take the boss room. You got Famine, Ketris, and Wolf Garrick all for random keys. Not the greatest of things, but if you still needed the copies of them, then that's actually pretty nice. Get 3 new mythics that you didn't already have. But all those mythics, unfortunately, are pretty underwhelming. Except maybe Famine. Famine's actually okay. It's not needed for any kingdom upgrades, but he's pretty good for defend teams. He's also can occasionally be using Guild Wars, and it is a Guild War week. Oh, I was hoping we'd cascade way more mana than that. Wow, that was actually pretty pitiful. The amount we have to gain from that. Let's do that into Mount Crusher into whatever our follow-up is from there. We'll do that. Iron Gut it, and it's pretty much match. There we go. Hello, Positive. Welcome. Have you noticed that Leaf Storm seems to be constantly overwritten by other storms right at the start of battle? Doesn't happen with Brown Storm? Is this a glitch? No, it happens with Brown Storm as well. It's dependent on what the order of your team is, as well as the enemy team. So, for example, if you have two troops on your team that have a storm start. I don't have it currently as an example. But let's say we had Brown Storm off of this starting with. And let's just say Zugoff started with Purple Storm. Every single time, the Purple Storm would overwrite the Brown Storm. And the reason for this is because the troop is lower down in the team. Traits always trigger from top left to bottom right. So if you have a Storm, let's just say Brown, and you have Purple over here, that Purple will overwrite that Brown. And similarly, even if they were inversed, if that was Brown and that was Purple, that Brown Storm would overwrite that Purple because it goes in order of top left, then that, then that, then that, then that, and that. And similarly, even if you only have one Storm on your team, let's just say Brown Storm start off of Titan or something, if they have any Storm at start of battle, let's just say yellow, that yellow or whatever it is will overwrite your Brown or whatever one you have. Even if you have like 4 Storms on your team, if they have even one Storm, their Storm will overwrite it because it goes in order from top left to bottom right as far as traits order. And if the enemy has even one Storm at start of battle, it'll overwrite any Storm that you have at start of battle every single time, 100% of the time. It's basically trait order. That's what's causing it to get overwritten. The Storm you want to have, if you have multiple Storms on your team, the way to have the specific Storm you want is to make sure that the Storm you actually want is furthest down in your team. It doesn't have to be last slot, but it has to be the furthest down of all the Storms you have on your team. Otherwise, it will get overwritten by whichever one is further down, or by the enemies. Though it will always get overwritten by the enemies if they have even one, regardless of where you put yours. Let's see. The cheap cockatrice team is wonderful up to level 200, no issues. Oh yeah, I've been doing that on my other account, and you can technically get all the way to 500. It's a little bit hard to do it with all the way to 500, but yeah, you can get through the first 100, 200, maybe even first 300 pretty easily with the team, even from early game. Yeah, no problem, Ian. I should probably explain that in a video. I don't think I've ever actually covered that in a video when Storms first came out. Probably should eventually. Most people kind of pick up on that as soon as you kind of see Storms like several times in a row. But that actually is applicable to a lot of things in this game. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but every single battle that occurs, traits always trigger in top left to bottom right order. It's just most traits interactions doesn't really matter. However, there are a few like Storms where the trait interaction does matter, where the placement of it compared to your own team or even the enemy's team does have a effect on how the trait interacts with everything. Okay, so I need to go get him to either hit a skull or for him to cast. Otherwise, he'll still keep that bless. Okay, I'll just take a skull, I guess. There we go. Don't even need to wait. We'll just kill it with all the damage instead of trying to devour it. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so grab all that. Oh yeah, I did say at the end of this faction I would get a redeem code. Before someone says squirrel, let me go hand out a redeem code. Because I did say at the end of this one I would hand one out. See, I actually remembered for once. Let's see. Edits. Mark this down. Go and grab that. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Put that right in there. Autofill that. Paste that in there. Backspace. Refresh. Paste it again. Grab the whole thing. And there you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code is found in your settings menu if you'll ever load. Come on, game. Right over here. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste random numbers and letters. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And it works on every platform except the console versions. So mainly just PC and mobile, basically. Anyways, next order of business. Go back into these and fight. And room 330. So I guess we'll do this one and one more delve. Or actually, we'll just end it at this delve, I guess. Probably just doing this one more. Because I do want to catch up on rest tonight. Got really little sleep last night. What do we take? Grab a Devour on that. Get her Mount Crusher down. Let me just throw Zoog off into something. Throw that into, I guess, this first slot. Perfectly fine. Hey, if you really wanted one. Oh, you messed up the Chipmunk. Chipmunk emoticon. Is there any opponent troop in this delve with Devour immunity? Yes, a lot of them. However, the way to bypass that is to transform them. If you transform them into something else, they will not have Devour immunity. Normally, Dragon's Eye or Possessed King is used for that. Possessed King is a better option, though, if you happen to have it. But yeah, there's always stuff in delves that have immune to Devour. Every delve has at least one. There are a few rooms that can have several. Why'd I kill that one instead of the third slot? I just spammed A. It was actually the correct target to go for that third slot there. I need a brown to get this rolling. Perfect. Or not. Okay. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Throw that down. It gives full mana off the 2 brown extra mana that it gives to all browns. Which is basically just that. That in itself, I guess. We'll take that down. We've done that earlier. Grab that. Zoog off his first. And pretty much just killed off Skull Spam. And now we just kill it with Iron Gut. Yeah, the Dwarf team with a Fortress Gate has 3 immune to Devours. Plus, if the Fortress Gate triggers, it will get Barrier on everything. Which, depending on your Devour option, will block it. Like with High King Iron Gut, it will block the Devour. Also, what on earth is the order of this delve? Looks like we take the 2 1.3s. Then we grab the 2 1.2s. And then we grab the other... Wow, we got 3 treasure... We got 4... Wait! Did we get 4 treasure room? Is this our first 4 treasure room? I think it is. Look at this. Treasure room guarantee. Treasure room guarantee. Treasure room chance. And that is a treasure room. And treasure room chance. With the highest gold of any treasure room, actually. But though it has really low everything else. But still, it's actually pretty good overall. Anyways, yeah, I got a 4 times treasure room for once. Pretty cool. think this was our first time we got it, even though we've done like a few dozen of these already. I think this is our first 4 times treasure room. Okay, well, let's go take that brown, mount, push it down, go from there. Yeah, you can eat the gate, but nothing else. Which doesn't make much sense. That doesn't really make much sense when you think about it. You can eat an entire fortress gate. However, you can't eat a bunch of dwarves for whatever reason. Yet somehow you're capable of devouring an entire gate. From a logical sense, that makes no sense, obviously. What did it take there? We'll grab that. Oh, I should have taken that one. There was a brown extra turn chance. It wasn't there, but it was a chance. Okay, let's go and... do we even possess Kingham? I think we do, just to make sure... Oh, no, why did I do that? Never mind, why did I do that? He has stun on him right now. I could have just killed him. There we go, so he doesn't get his revive. The whole reason I want to try to transform him is so he wouldn't revive. But he already had stun, so that was kind of pointless to cast Possess King, because he was already disabled on it. Do I like the new weapon? I actually haven't had the chance to use it yet. From what it looks like, from what I can see, it looks like a pretty decent weapon. Looks like it's going to be really good with Arachnean Weaver. But yeah, the weapon's nice. It's not one like the better weapons in the entire game, but it's pretty high up there. As far as true damage weapons are concerned, it's one of the better ones. I would advise going for it if you have the spare gems. Might as well. Do keep in mind, if you don't get it now, you'll be able to get it again in about a week or so. All the faction weapons you can very easily reobtain at a later time. Also, if I'm not mistaken, if you happen to not be really doing this event, or if you're farming at level 20 or 100 or something that will not be able to really reach that far to be able to buy the weapon, you cannot get exactly how much it costs, where to go. But it is available. And it is available all this weekend. It's only 200 diamonds, 2 celestials, 400 of 2 useless jewels, and 10,000 shoals. That is really cheap. And, yeah, it's pretty decent. Ends up draining mana from the first slot. Enchant itself, which is really relevant. 5 scatter seems a little bit weird on it. However, that does allow you to remove barrier. But do keep in mind that 5 scatter damage does trigger after the true damage. So if they have barrier on their last 2 slots, while it'll still steal life, or you'll still gain life, it will not actually do damage to them. However, if the first or second slot have barrier, that 5 scatter damage will break the barrier. It just seems really weird that it has 5 scatter. Doesn't really fit that well with the weapon. Too bad it doesn't have, like, dispel all enemies or something. That would have been way, way, way better than dealing 5 damage to everything. But I don't think any weapon currently has that. But they definitely need to add that as a modifier. A dispel all enemies. This would have been perfect for it, too. Like, a weapon like this. Putting dispel all enemies on it as a perk. But unfortunately, it does not do that. But, yeah, it's pretty decent. It has double Death Mark. It has double Life Drain. And it has Bless to itself. With a mana drain on the first slot. As well as enchant, so it can keep casting. It's not that bad of a weapon. It might be better than Black Manacles in some instances. What do I take here? Not that. Go to games. Go to... Why does it tell me to do treasure hunt instead of the faction events? I guess because we finished all the rewards, but we're still going for leaderboard. Actually, that's probably exactly why it's not telling us to. But yeah, we're in the million squad now. There's 20 people with 1 million plus, and we're currently at 16th. And slowly progressing. Yeah, these are the same people that are... Wow, look at that difference. A 12,000 difference. I don't know if he already started some of his battles or not. But if he just did exactly what we did, didn't start any of the battles yet, that is such a gigantic difference. But yeah, all these people seem to be not skipping any. Makes sense. Some of these people up here did skip some, I believe. But I might end up passing them with the amount of battles we have. Who knows? We still have 12 left. And by 12, I mean like 20 because of Vow Ravens. And of course, we have another 8. And by 8, I mean like another 12 because of the... Or not. Oh, never mind. But we have like another 10 or so. Because we have 3 tomorrow and 3 the following day. So that'll take up to 15. Or, 3 higher tomorrow. And then we get another 3 on Sunday, of course. Anyways, where were we? We take this one. We take this, that. Okay. And then we take the boss room. Dwarves are nimble. Haven't you played Shadow of Mordor? I actually have played Shadow of Mordor. I guess that is somewhat true, at least in that game. Okay, I'll kill that out. And let's go down the line. None of them are really that big a threat, so we just keep going down. Hopefully that's full mana for both of them. One of them got full mana. Hopefully Mountain Crusher will be enough to get the other one. Come on, Zugoff, you got this. Get your mana already. Come on, 1 mana short. Iron Gut beat you out. There we go. Okay, next order of business. Let's go to top right, bottom left, and then top left. And then, of course, the boss room. We'll take brown for now. Start getting that rolling and just throw that into full Iron Gut. That down, get our Devourer. Explosion everywhere. And do we have a drop for that? No, let's take brown for now. Devourers first. Instant kill with that. Skulls do almost nothing. I'm actually really surprised those skulls have not backfired to kill us yet. We have not died to those skulls a single time, as I probably jinxed it immediately. But we haven't died to that skull spam a single time in this game mode. I guess it's also because we have 25% score reduction on hero. That might be contributing to it some as well. Okay, what do we grab here? Let's grab a blue to yellow chance. Didn't get it. Full mana the following turn, so we'll stick yellow for now. Throw that on Valraven just to make sure it dies. I don't want that escaping, that's for sure. Oh, I could have just ace spammed. He is stealthy. Would have defaulted to the next in line. Would have been Valraven. Oh well, not that big a deal. Let's see. We'll get that down. Duggoff into Hiking Iron Guard. Actually, never mind. The other way around. Let's guarantee extra turn. There we go. Yeah, if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Because I'll be ending out the stream after this battle right here. Or after the next battle after this. This room and then the boss room. And if you haven't taken the code yet, there is the code. Make sure to do so. I'll take the brown. Throw a Mountain Crusher. And tomorrow we will be doing a lot more delving. We'll be starting around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. And we'll be going pretty much until we complete 500. I don't think that morning stream will be ending until 500 is completed. And that's the game plan. Yeah, we're not ending tomorrow morning stream until, at minimum, we reach 500. Also, ideally, we also want to reach Pure Faction 500, which should happen pretty much immediately as well. I'd assume it would be able to. The game code is for PC mobile version. It's for every version that isn't a console. If you're playing on something that isn't a console, it will work. So if you're playing the Kindle version, the iOS, the Android, the Steam version, any of those, it would work. Because they're all cross-platform. Let's see. Let's throw that for now. Oh, you're on Xbox? Oh yeah, it doesn't work on Xbox, unfortunately. That it does not. I'm pretty disappointed they didn't end up making Switch cross-platform. There we go. And let's go claim the last of our rewards, all of our mail from that. We just got double mail somehow. Unless that was a glitch. Oh no, it was just a glitch. We're just getting the normal 6 shards. But we have quite a bit of reserve of shards already again. We're sitting, even though we already spent almost our entire pile of shards, we are sitting on 7,000 again already. 7,193. By the time we do all of our battles, we're almost going to have 10,000 shards again. That didn't take that long. We're already back to a ridiculously high amount. That's really weird seeing Pure Faction at 0. But as soon as we get all the way to the end there, we'll be able to get it immediately to 500. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Since we didn't bother doing Pure Faction a little bit sooner, we actually need to reach all the way to 500 deathless in order to get the pet. And then we kind of go from there. But yeah, you need 2,000 for it. And then we end up getting the Bonicorn we'll have tomorrow. The only thing that we haven't gotten from this kingdom yet, or from this faction, we got all the emojis, we got all the titles and all the other useless stuff, and then we can get the useless pet. Yeah, we'll have that tomorrow. The only last thing we're missing. And then we'll have 2,500 faction, or our second 2,500 faction. That will not be enough to gain an attack, unfortunately. But, we're getting close. Next faction will give us that one attack. Not really that big a deal. It actually is possible to get that one attack now. It's actually technically possible to have it before if you had literally every faction at 2,500, which I don't think a single person does. But, it is actually technically possible to get this now. You'd need a few 2,500 factions. We only have 2, though, so that's not going to be enough. But it is actually possible to gain that one attack, though I will not have it until next faction. Not really that big a deal. One attack is not going to make or break most battles. It helps, definitely. Every little extra stat does. It's not going to be too big a deal. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. One other thing I should mention before I go. Of course, we will have our stream at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Normal time in the morning. We'll still have our normal 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time stream tomorrow night. However, on Sunday, I will be streaming a bit earlier, our normal nightly stream, because of a bunch of stuff that's happening tomorrow night, like Game of Thrones and other stuff that's happening on, Sunday night. And because of that, I'm actually going to be doing the stream a little bit earlier, just to not conflict with anyone else's schedules. So it's going to be around like 6 is probably when we'll be doing the normal stream that we kind of just did right now for the Guild Wars and whatever else we're messing around with. But yeah, there's going to be at 6 on Sunday. I will be doing that. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck with the new faction, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye, everyone.